And the Nittany Lions will kick this deep to get us going. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. On first down, it's play action. And look, he's going to take a shot right away. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. A huge gain across midfield, all the way to the 40-yard line.
Chris, is it possible to be DBU and wide receiver U at the same time? I think the LSU fans think it's possible. They always seem to have great defensive backs, and they always have pass catchers that just show up and show out week after week, year after year.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looks left and finds his target there. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Breaks, got a lane, can he get in? And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. He hands it to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Offense looking to convert on third and short from the 27. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Pressure is coming. He's going to pull it down and run. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, He sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Second down play coming up. He hands it off from the gun. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Boy, great job up front here getting this first down by this Penn State offense. Great combination over the years that we've seen in State College. The ability to run the football with an offensive line that can get that push and a big physical back to be able to pick up those yards to get those first downs.
Sixth play of the drive coming up. They'll give it to the back.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Using his legs on the scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
The Nittany Lions line up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
Return begins inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Play action here on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Heavy pressure. He lets it go. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. He'll drop back here on third down. Delivers quickly to the left side. That's complete downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being a check down or the possibility involved in the screen game, this guy's actual wide receiver lined up in the backfield. That time you could see the versatility and what he brings to the table. He can come up with a big play.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on their ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
They look to throw it here on second down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Tigers. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
Going after, knocked right through. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Time for one more play here in the quarter. Here comes a handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Crosses the 10. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Penn State.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
Now the try here for the extra point. And it's good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught quickly. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
It was a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and to talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. It doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
First down here for this offense. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And that pass rush has trapped him into sack.
Love the call here by the defense coordinator to be able to call this linebacker blitz to come up with a sack. And over the years, Penn State blitzes these backers and are more effective than maybe any school in the country.
Defense looking to keep the pressure on. Third down coming up. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Looking for the wide out. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Offense rolling the dice on this fourth down call. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Downfield and incomplete. A fourth down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. He'll take a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Now they get set to kick it away. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Yeah, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it and they get the sack.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking to make a big play downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. But now it's third down.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. It can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And he's going to launch it deep again. They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with a big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
Tight end goes in motion before the snap. First down, looking to throw the football. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown. Penn State just ran away from the defense. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now here.
As we've seen over the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
And the extra point was up and good.
LSU 14.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. Here's the throw deep downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
The defense has got to do a better job of communicating. That is a wide-open receiver. They catch a break by an errant throw by the quarterback.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
And they finally make the stop, but a huge gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory down at the 49. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Makes a quick grab. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
Number 15. Catch in the end zone.
Here comes the point after attempt. And the point after gets him within a touchdown, 28-21. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
LSU 21.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. The pass rush closing in. Breaking free at the 35. And they get him down, but that's a solid gain here to move the sticks using his feet.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. No connection there. The pass is incomplete.
Yeah, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Bringing pressure. Doesn't get rid of the ball. Trapped for a huge loss. Goodness, that is usually a drive killer. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. The Nittany Lions bring their punt team onto the field. Oh, and he's got some space here. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He eludes the rush. Great move there. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Three guys up front lined up. It's first down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And he knocks through the PAT. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And they recover the onside kick. Looks like they've been practicing that one. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Just time enough for one more play in the half. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
The pocket breaking down. It's a quick grab. Breaks loose at the 45. Big gain, moves the ball across midfield to the 45.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Play action fake. Looking to throw. He's running out of time here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
Pressure is coming. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Well, LSU for years has played a one-gap defense that loves to pin their ears and get upfield. It's a risky defense, and it requires great athleticism on the defensive line, something that they've had forever. Great sack here to keep that tradition alive. But you think back over the years, Booger McFarland and Marcus Spears and Glenn Dorsey and off the edge, Kiki Mingo. Just so many great LSU defensive linemen that can get after that quarterback.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking for his big tight end. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They'll take the lead in the second half. And they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good. Back in front in this shootout, 35-28. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. On the jet sweep. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's going to take off. Brought down to crosses midfield to the 46.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Handoff here from the shotgun. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Taking a shot here. He makes the grab. Forced out of bounds, but not before the football's moved inside the 10. It'll be first down and goal.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Ball back at the 6 for a second and goal after that loss. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Touchdown, Tigers. This offense is still clicking.
Number 32 with the carry.
Now the important point after attempt. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Return begins inside the 10. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team.
And your Penn State Nittany Lions will take over first and 10.
And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, move right down the field for a touchdown. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. He flips it to the back across the middle. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch, but gets the first down in the process.
Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Receiver makes the grab. Tackled after he makes the first down as the seconds tick away here in the third quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Now it's second down here. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Third down play coming up. Try a field goal from here. It'll be 55 yards. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was third down and inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid gain.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the Nittany Lions pick up enough for a first down here.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Nowhere to run up the middle.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Looks to the left, and it's complete.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down. So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. And this one to put his team in front here in the final period. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And they've reclaimed the lead with that. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Returner tackled right there. That's where they'll start the drive. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Off the play fake on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Looking to pass here on second down. He'll take a deep shot here. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the quarterback dropping back. The pass rush closing in. Cannot get the throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this stage of the game.
Well, this is too big of a moment in the game to be able to take a sack like this for this offense. Coming off a huge gain. Critical time, and then to go backwards like that. Interested to see how they'll respond here.
He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack in a crucial moment. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Catch made down inside the 15.
Well, this is what you would call a 3-down back. Running backs that can run between the tackles, they can get outside, and they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Receiver makes the catch. And that football is out. A potentially game-changing play, but who's got it? Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
Well, they had everything that they wanted here late in the game. The ball in their hands, quarterback that can make plays, everything you want with a chance to take the lead and potentially win the game, and they fumble it away. Instead, the pressure now is on their own defense to come up with a big play to try to get the ball back.
A timeout is called to talk some strategy in this very important drive. It's a shotgun run call. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain. And the defense takes a timeout with 27 seconds left.
Just, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Penn State. Made the defense look slow that time. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. Extra point, up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Offense looking to throw the ball. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. He goes down, and the ball game will end on that turnover. Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game, an offensive show. Who's going to make one more play at the end to get the win, and they did it.
Yeah, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling that this game had a chance to get into at least the 30s, and we weren't disappointed. These offenses came to play, but you're right. One defense made some plays when they had to, and the other one didn't. Simple as that.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.